Okay, this is called Welcome to My Nightmares, and there's a good reason for that. It's about these two brand new locomotives that I've received, lucky to receive, and I've had problems with them, which I'll talk about briefly, and then we'll go on to a running session. So, yeah, it's the notorious Hornby A2 Pacifics that came out about 2 or 3 years ago. These are currently being discounted by dealers, and I got them both at a very good price. They've always been on my radar because I thought they was unusual, and lucky to get my hands on two of each variety. So yeah, Thompson A2 Pacifics are rebuilds of Gresley Pacifics, the P2 class, I think, and a lot of the people in the know didn't like the way he did it. He really messed around with the Gresley design and moved the cylinders back along the chassis there, and it gave it this sort of ungainly look, which I think once you get used to it is okay, but you know what purists are like in the railway world. And I'm not sure what Gresley thought of it, or if he was even still alive when it happened. But anyway, Edward Thompson redesigned these locos, and they wound up looking like this from the P2s. So we've got 60501 Cock of the North, and we've got 60512 Steady Aim. Now, there are detailed differences between these two engines. That's why there are two of them. I'm not being greedy, although I could be. That's why I've got they're different. Okay, so what's the differences that you can see? First of all, the smoke deflectors. They're tiny, small little ones there. I think they were used to clear the smoke like normal smoke deflectors, but at the same time giving the driver more visibility. I think that's the idea behind that. And we've got Steady Aim for comparison. It's got the banjo dome on it. I don't know what his job is on the steam engine, but if anyone knows, they can tell me. But it's sits on top of the boiler there. We've also got the smooth tender there. It's another difference I spotted. It's got no, it's not riveted. It's all one piece metal. It's not riveted together. Got the early crest on it. It's got a crew member. I'm still waiting for more crew, so it won't be running around driverless. I'll nick these off another loco. And that's about the most differences I can see from Steady Aim. Steady Aim's got the large smoke deflectors fitted that I was talking about earlier. It's also got the round top dome on the top of the boiler. You see a bit of a seam there going across the top. And it's got the riveted tender with the early crest, the same as Cock of the North. Cock of the North replaced an earlier engine, Thane and Fife, which broke coupling rods because it had misaligned centre driving wheels, and it went straight back for a refund, which is really poor quality control from Hornby. And Hattons, who I bought it off, have just sent it out. They didn't even bother checking it, but they gave me a full refund, which is fair dues, and I would use them again. This one, sorry, I'll go back to Cock of the North. This one also had electrical issues as soon as I got it, although the dealer I bought it off assured me that he tested it. He didn't test it properly. It's supposed to pick up from all three main driving wheels. It's only picking up from the two outer ones and not the centre, and the tender wheels weren't picking up either. So I had to take the keeper plate off and bend them into position using my 9-volt battery as a tester. And that took about two or 3 hours work carefully doing that. And as you'll see, she's running fine, although she doesn't like these tight curves. This one was fine straight out the box. And after a little bit of lubrication, is loosened up quite nicely. That's Steady Aim. So I've been waffling on for at least 4 minutes. We don't want to hear me chatting. I just want to mention the double chimneys on both engines. Okay, let's set them both off. We'll set Cock of the North off. She'll be running backwards for this session. There's no another thing Hornby haven't done is fitted coupling hooks on the front bogie, so you can't actually couple up to anything if you want to pull it backwards. I don't know why they've done that. They've done it on a lot of their older locos, but you cannot fit couplings to the front pony wheels. Okay, right, so that's that one. Now we're going to set off steady aim, hopefully. There she goes. She's pulling a 7-coach train. I'll take that up to about 30 on the controller. As I say, these were given really bad press. There were so many quality controlled issues with these locos when they came out, and I was a bit like that about getting them, because I thought I'm bound to get the same sort of problems or something go wrong with them. Sure enough, it did. I shall be ringing up the shop that sent me that Cock of the North engine this morning, just telling him what happened, and just to bring it to his attention. Really, I'm not going to have a go at him, because I'm not sure how much time they've got on their hands, or even if they know how to do this. But I mean, I'm learning all the time, and I was working on other locos yesterday. I must have spent about 3 or 4 hours mucking about with engines, changing decoders around, putting different bits on. There's so many things you can do, and you'll never have any spare time in this hobby, I tell you that. You know, because there's always something to do, and it's a real mind stretcher. Okay, and there's a beautiful steady aim. Look at that. Yeah, it's nice and silent, and he's only got a fireman in there waiting for a driver, but let's assume the fireman's keeping an eye on things. I'll get some more figures in and paint them up myself, so I'll do a bit of hands-on, you know, and when you see the main layout, which I keep banging on about, you'll see my handiwork there. Anyway, this is just a little video to show off these A2s that have just come in. I've always got my eyes on other locos, so there will be more coming in, and plus I'll dig out some of the older ones, give them a run out and an oil up and a, you know, run out. I'm getting another controller like these. Are hard to find, I've just noticed, because this one's on its way. I've had this 5-10 years, and it does get a lot of use, and I need a spare one. But Gauge Master's supposed to be bringing out a new kit, and there's a worldwide shortage of electronics like decoders and just accessories for all these things, because of, you know, microchip processors are all in demand since COVID and whatnot. So yeah, I managed to find one before they discontinued. Anyway, 8 minutes long. I think we'll call it a day there. Nice talking to you, and take care of yourselves.